Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate. Now.
Oh, of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
Cut the attitude. I'm not here to cause problems for Omega.
Things explode around you, Shepard. You can't blame Arya for keeping an eye on you. Afterlife, now.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
Aria, Afterlife. Got it. Wait, there is no glasses here. So the exterior is not space. We are inside Omega itself. Because these are not covered, not at all. So the exterior can't be space. Or the oxygen would have been sucked out into space. I thought the Normandy docked right outside Omega. This implies that we are inside Omega, not outside. Or maybe the whole place is enveloped in kinetic barrier, similar to when the Normandy was attacked. The whole area of the cockpit of the original Normandy, when we were attacked, the whole cockpit area was enveloped by some kind of kinetic barrier. I don't know which one it is. Are we inside Omega, or the whole area is enveloped by kinetic barrier?
Please. Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. I hear we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. He should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's gonna happen to him?
I'm gonna turn him in for the bounty. Don't much care what happens after that.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
No. I guess he decided to leave that information out of the dossier.
Good thing I asked. Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
Omega, what a piss hole. At least it keeps you on your toes. I've had to come here on business before. I feel like I need a shower afterward, in addition to normal decontamination.
The Batarian told me to talk to Arya in Afterlife. Afterlife. There's a projector on top of someone's dancing. It looks like a female figure.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed. If she were expecting you, you'd be inside.
You've let 10 people in while I've been standing here.
Uncaring. They were VIPs.
Can you even see me over here? Don't you know who I am?
Matter of factly. No. Get in line.
Look, I'll pay you. I'm prepared to offer you 50 credits.
With apparent interest. Double it.
Okay, 100 credits.
Amused. Double it.
200 credits?
Assertively. No. Get back in line.
I've had enough of this. Let me inside or I'll smash that smelly ass you call a face.
With barely constrained menace. Try it.
Whatever. I don't want to go in there anyway.
Look, you're a human. He's an Elcor. In a hand-to-hand combat, I don't think you will be able to take down an Elcor. Know your limits. Solar Electronics, Apex Omni Tools, Unicom.
Go on in. Arya's expecting you.
Keelan.
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Do I know him?
Just one more.
I'm busy. Go away.
Private room is locked. Area to lock. 3 Batarians, 2 Asari dancers. These Batarians look mean.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
Even the Asari dancers are packing heat.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya.
I like it. Easy to remember.
If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry ass out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you?
I'm trying to track down Archangel.
You and half of Omega. You want him dead too?
Why's everyone after him?
He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him.
Just the kind of guy I'm looking for.
Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now.
What kind of trouble?
The local merc groups have joined forces to take him down. They've got him cornered, but it sounds like they're having trouble finishing him off. They've started hiring anybody with a gun to help them.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
Which merc groups are after Archangel?
Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel.
Zaid Masani mentioned Blue Suns. He had a job involving the Blue Suns.
Do you hate Archangel?
I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other.
What can you tell me about Archangel?
He's reckless and idealistic, but he seems to know enough to stay clear of me.
I appreciate the help.
See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help him.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
I'm looking for Morden
The
Solus.
Solarian doc? I always liked Morden.
What can you tell me
Used
about
to be
him?
part of the Solarian Just don't get him talking. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone.
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
So,
Everything that's worth knowing. Mundane things you can... Just don't waste my time.
tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Maybe I'll be here.
So, where do the dancers hide their assault rifles? I'm guessing in some secret compartment on the floor, behind the sofa, or on the wall. Interesting. Arya is the boss of this place, so for these people to have a seat over here, they must be important. Figures in Omega.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya. Step back. What? I'm not here to chat. You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
Strong stuff.
Purchase Ceres Ice Brandy. Yes.
Anybody here seen my kid?
There's much better moves than this.
To lower level. Helena Blake. I met her before. On the Presidium, she gave Shepard a job to kill 2 crime lords. Then Shepard persuaded her to disband the group.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead. I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
Is that what you're calling it these days?
That's what it's called when a person works for the betterment of the people around her. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
And if you skim a little off the top, no one's the wiser, right?
Please, Commander, there's no angle. It doesn't take a saint to see that people here are hurting. I can play Omega's game and maybe do some good around here. That's the only angle.
And now you're on Omega.
Oh, you convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me...
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above? I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Say something, Commander.
How much did I drink?
One drink. That's all it takes. That racist Batarian bastard. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later he was puking blood.
This guy Hanner said Shepard is the first person to survive. So that Batarian Forvan has claimed many human lives? I see.
I think I'll go give that bartender a taste of his own medicine.
He won't be expecting you. That's for sure. Give that Batarian bastard what he deserves.
Vampire aliens, bats.
So, either of you ever been to the Citadel? Let me pay for that.
That is Feast, the former boss of Chorus Den, and a crime lord. In the Citadel. This is where he went after Shepard drove him out. Interesting.
No, but I've always wanted to. Of course not. I like you both. Yes, another round of whatever she's having. Yeah, I met Commander Shepard once. If I didn't know better, I'd think you ladies were trying to get me drunk. 100 years old, huh? That's all right. I like 'em young. So, either of you ever been to the Citadel? Let me pay for that. No, but I've always wanted to. Of course not. I like you both. Shepard? I heard you were dead. I had a party and everything. No hard feelings, though, huh? No, really. Thanks for taking the time to chase a small-time crook off the Citadel so I could squat in this shithole for years.
And if you leave the straight and narrow, I'll be there to follow up.
Right, because you don't have planets to save and bigger shit like that. Nothing better to do than keep me down. Goddamn saviors of the galaxy. Messing with a man's living. I got the message last time. I work at a shipping dock, all right? Leave me alone. So I get friendly with the whores in my off hours. So what? That's all I got left of the old days. Thanks. I'm a good boy now, so piss off. I got the message last time. I work at a shipping dock, all right? Leave me alone.
right to come to me. I can talk to Arya for you myself.
Bullshit.
Skeptic. Ha! I'll get them to lower the payments. We can't keep taking your money if your business goes under. And you will owe me a favor. No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Arya's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
I should be going.
Shepard is watching a dancer, while Jacob and Miranda is standing behind, watching Shepard watching a dancer. Or maybe they are watching the dancer too, but why don't they sit alongside Shepard? Why do they have to stand while Shepard sits? I don't understand. What kind of dance is that? What the heck?
Do I know you? No, you humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the Borgia.
Not taking any chances.
Okay. Shepard is an agent provocateur.
Bastard deserved what he got. I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega. This ship tastes like poison anyway.
This Turian's name is O'Green. Do I know him?
Better drinks in the back of a garbage scow. Archangel drove my buddy out of business.
Oh, Archangel. So, what is your buddy's business?
Keep moving, pal. I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega.
Where did you get that fantastic new visor? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Harrods. Oh, I love that place. But I always thought Harrod only sold stuff for men.
Oh no, Harrod has something for everyone. He also sold me this spice rack shaped like a mining scanner.
That's great!
Restrained exasperation. Come to my store. It's not just boring junk anymore. Aria Talope, she's Omega's #1 citizen. But what do we really know about her? With your help, we can make damn sure that the people who should rule Omega do so. Act now for Omega's future.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology. The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
Plague in the slums. Is this the end for Omega's poor? Omega's destitute and pathetic are dying in their own filth. Some people demand that something be done. Mostly those whose loved ones live in the slums. Solarian researcher Morden Solus thinks he has the answer, but he's wasting his time. The plague is the answer. The answer to the endless sea of sentient waste that populates those slums. Let those people fall to the Vorcha.
Got a dangerous job that needs doing or employees that just won't work? Let us help. I'm Ruth Genera, CEO of Genera Staffing Services. We employ a large force of driven, dedicated Fortune workers ready to address your security needs. We have the largest number of breeding females and unadapted younglings in the Terminus systems, and we can produce Fortune workers to your specifications.
Paid for by the followers of the exalted light of the word. Breaking news. The weekly death toll numbers are in, and they're not looking good. The last report placed the station's murder rate at 89, up 5 from the previous week. The newest report places the death toll at just 73, with experts blaming the council's threatened remains of the human colony. Raiders and pirates have already jumped on the opportunity, staking out the routes that lead to freedom's progress. Record windfalls are expected.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing.
Stand away, human. I've not done anything to you. Away. Quiet. Human coming.
Productive members of society. The study, sponsored by Genera Staffing Services, promises to be
less.
the way we look at the Vorcha who clog our walkways.
Back. I tear your face. Back.
Commander Shepard. He uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did he? Witnesses report seeing him alive on Omega.
The hunt is on. Omega's public enemy #1. And this time, there is no escape. Groups from all over the Terminus system.
Stand away, human. I've not done anything to you. Away.
Who is he? Who gives a shit? He'll be dead soon enough, and the ones who take him down will be living like kings.
Quiet.
Captain Hannah Shepard has apparently turned down an Admiral's star.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
These vampire aliens are called Vorcha. There was an advertisement on the broadcast speaking about Vorcha, saying things like Vorcha can be molded into a productive member of society, and also they are offering Vorcha workers. Interesting.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
No, not too many. You stay away. We kill you.
I don't know a Captain Gavel. Why would I tell him anything?
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Who is this Captain Gavorn?
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
For Omega's future. Plague in the slums. Is this the end for Omega's poor? Omega's destitute and pathetic are dying in their own filth. Some people demand that something be done. Mostly those whose love...
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
This reminds me about Freedom's Progress. Why was Tali and her crew on Freedom's Progress? Were they there because Vitor sent a distress signal or call for help? Or was there another reason why Tali was on Freedom's Progress?
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
For 1,000 credits, it is your problem.
I know it's a lot, but it's something I have to do.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Nashan Stellar Dynamics T6 FBA couplings. A pristine set of discontinued T6 FBA couplings used to monitor mass effect fields aboard starships. This is the item that the engineers are looking for. Daniels and Donnelly. Shotgun damage.
We can use this.
Shepard gets plus 10% health. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven through the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken from most attacks. These fibers also act as a Medigel conduit, improving healing. Geth Plasma Shotgun. This 3-barreled Geth weapon fires miniature but potent cluster rounds of superconducting projectiles and has a longer range than standard shotguns. A 2-stage trigger system allows for either quick-fire capacitors or a charge and release attack to electrify the projectiles as they exit the weapon. As the rounds hit the target, they fragment and electricity arcs between the pieces, flash converting the air to conductive plasma. The resulting impact heat and electrical charge overloads shields and barriers and causes massive trauma to unarmored targets. Apartments Marketplace. Genero Staffing Services. VIP only.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
The VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
What are these guys cooking? Those animals in the back, hanging. They look like the space monkeys I saw during a mission when Admiral Hackett asked Shepard to retrieve a module from a crash probe. The module was taken by one of the space monkeys. So they eat the space monkeys here. Zara Loss, Omega Market, Marsh.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
What have you got in stock?
Something of everything. A lot of merchandise comes through this station, and I snatch up the best of it.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can, but don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt. You're back. You must have seen something you like. You're back. You must have seen something you like.
Stimulator conduits incorporates a series of beryllium and tungsten braces and microservos to support and enhance the natural movements of the wearer for short periods of time. Originally developed by the Sirta Foundation for Search and Rescue personnel, it has been adapted for military use. Increased storm speed by 10%. Model Turian Cruiser, a small ship model for a Turian cruiser. Sniper rifle damage. Fornox, titillating alien magazine. There is a Hanar. I don't swing that way. But maybe the content is not only about Hanar. I'm interested in Asari, actually.
Protesters have again attempted to extinguish the Shepard Memorial flame on Torfin. Authorities issued warnings, but Admiral Hackett asked that no arrests be made.
Go to the captain's cabin. Harold's Emporium.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
I have things to do.
Courteously. Have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Model Ship 13, a small ship model of a Geth cruiser typical of the kind involved in the Battle of the Citadel, SDX TMT version 2. Hack Module Predictive Display. In the ongoing war between security software companies and hackers, Cerberus seeks to maintain a list of primary backdoors, little-known security holes that have been active for some time and remain unpatched. Ongoing research in this area should improve operatives' ability to hack through most conventional security measures.
Now what's this?
M490 Blackstorm. The Blackstorm Gravitational Singularity Projector is the brainchild of weapon designer Eli Wagner, one of the few humans who earned the privilege of serving with Asari commando units. Overawed with how the Asari could create biotic singularities to pull opponents out from behind cover, he was determined to duplicate the feat technologically. Wagner's team created a weapon that could elevate target particles of matter to near infinite mass, creating a gravitational singularity and drawing nearby objects inward for a short time. The rapidly increasing gravity rips the target apart as it pulls the enemy closer to the singularity's center. When the mass effect field destabilizes and suddenly returns to normal mass, the result is explosive and inflicts additional trauma on the enemy. The weapon almost didn't happen. Early designs were dangerously unstable. The science for creating a hyper-dense mass effect field was well established, but projecting it at an adjustable range proved elusive. It was only after 6 years of development that the weapon finally qualified for Systems Alliance AIHW, Advanced Individual Heavy Weapon Trials. By that time, the Singularity Projector was rugged, reliable, and easy to use and repair. It immediately went to field tests in a small-scale desert war on Earth, where the weapon terrified opponents who had never seen its effects before. The swirling sand and dust sucking soldiers into its center served as the centerpiece of many propaganda videos. In the resulting media coverage, the Wagner Arms M490 GSP became known by its simpler nickname, the Black Hole Gun. His dream finally a reality, Wagner personally altered its name to the more marketable Black Storm. So why was this Eli Wagner allowed to serve with Asari Commando? One of the few. What was the reasoning? So the weapon is tested in a small-scale desert war on Earth? Yeah, I guess superpowers keep doing superpower stuff. What are they looking for there now? Oil? So oil still exists? Even in this year?
Inquiry has concluded that a combat VI that went rogue on Luna was not intentionally upgraded to full AI status. Alliance members have maintained that the VI was for combat testing purposes only. Given these findings, it is unlikely any charges will be filed.
End. End is nigh. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, humans, and you. Protheans cast off the lesser races, the Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans. And so they dwelled in filth, on worlds made of dirt, feces. And there they lay until they stumbled into the skies. The lesser races will be our downfall. The word is clear. Let none in my sight continue to live, lest their impurity displease me. The word is clear on this, friends. Humans are the hands of the Reapers, here to commit the galaxy to ruin!
You're crazy.
Be gone! I cast you out into the cold black. I name you unclean.
Why is this female human has a male voice? What?
Bring unto me the children, that I may watch them grow. Soldiers for the cause. The way is clear, my friends. Draw your weapons for the word, or face its terrible wrath. The end times will come, not with a bang, but with a sigh. Those who dip their extremities in the well of sin and vice must repent with fire, oil, and gun. Let not fleshly friendships and base urges compel us to sin and neglect. The word makes its demands, and it demands obedience. And on this great station, sure shall be rejected, and the lesser races given their places in heaven. And this shall be the beginning of the end. The end times are upon us. Repent and restore your souls to glory. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. And you, human, and you.
No messages for you, Commander. No messages for you, Commander.
receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Catanos Relationships was created with one purpose: to connect lonely clients with a lifelong commitment to their perfect mates. Choose from among hundreds of potential relationships ranging from the demure to the deranged, the kind to the kinky. With Catanos Relationships,
The kind to the kinky. Interesting.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
Private residence. Access denied. Caution, quarantine in effect. Decontamination district. DNA scan progress. Okay. These writings are in English, but I think that's only a representation of Shepard's ability to read and speak Galactic, or the common trade tongue. The codex entries in the first game says, even the Batarian who are not part of the Citadel space made the effort to learn Galactic, or the common trade tongue, in the Citadel space.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Morton Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morton's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find Morton's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
On it!
Going now.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in. Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
Why are the Vorcha and the Blue Sun shooting anything that moves?
We got hostiles!
Not a problem.
Shield to fail.
Perfect! Felt that one.
Right!
Understood.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Find matching code segments. Locate and select the code that matches the code displayed at the top left corner of the screen. Avoid red codes. Find all matches before time runs out to hack through security. Hurrian plague victim.
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Bastards sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay.
So, these guys are Blue Suns?
Danis isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too.
Which one is Dailus? This one or this one?
Danis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
He still hears his voice. Interesting. Batarian victim.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your feigned pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
When I find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
When I find Morden, I'll tell him about you.
Thank you. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden.
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species. near-perfect mortality rate? It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague?
Vorcha... sorry, human. You may not want to believe
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Goodbye, Batarian. Is this Batarian dead? I think he's dead. He's not moving.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits made. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off. So hungry it hurts to breathe. Feels like my stomach's digesting itself. I don't think the Blue Suns are coming back. Maybe they forgot about me. Maybe the plague got them. Lucky bastards. Better than starving to death. The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Turned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. Me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Draw right!
Grubs. Grubs. Vending machine.
Taking cover!
Affirmative. Affirmative. Gotcha!
I'm taking fire.
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us.
This place is much bigger and nicer than the Dead Batarians' place. These humans here must be affluent.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Is what I hear right? That this plague doesn't affect humans?
No. It seems like some kind of bioweapon or something, since it affects so many different species. The Blue Suns figure humans caused it. They're shooting us on sight. God knows how many have already died.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
So the Blue Suns have been hunting down humans because they thought, or they think, humans made this virus. Did humans make this virus?
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorta started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
The woman's face when the guy says grow up. That was funny.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Well, according to Arya, the Solarian used to work in Special Task Group, was it?
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm going to be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Make sure you clear a good path for us. I don't want to get shot on the way to Morden's clinic. Make sure you clear a good path for us. I don't want to get shot on the way to Morden's clinic.
We'll wait here until you've cleared a path. When the fighting dies down, we'll head to Morden's clinic. We'll wait here until you've cleared a path. When the fighting dies down, we'll head to Morden's clinic.
Modified assault rifle.
This is valuable.
Welcome to Kokomo Plaza.
Enemy Turian!
Gotta hurt! You're done!
I'm on it!
Got it! Targeting.
Not a problem.
All mine.
Engaging
Shields
target.
down.
Got a line.
Ready.
I'm on it.
Damn it, Shepard.
Understood.
No.
Attention right.
I'm taking fire.
Heavy weapon. Stun him. On it. Moving to target.
Easy enough.
I'll put him down.
No. You bet.
Moving to target. Right.
Not a problem.
I've got no shields.
Watch out!
No.
Get him! Incoming.
Impressive.
Moving to target.
Affirmative.
All mine.
Easy enough.
Got it.
It seems we've crossed into Vorcha territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. That doesn't bode well for them.
Stuffs. This must be like a hawker stalls. Human looter.
Hey, back off. We got here first.
Don't you see how heavily armed Shepard is? And how heavily armored compared to you? And you still challenge? And you still want to challenge? A dead Turian.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Morden Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Guess we didn't really think it through.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
The Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. I don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
Tell me everything you know about Morden Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kinda had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
Tell me everything you know
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up...
Be honest.
No way
All
he's
I
just...
know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
So that guy got shot, got patched up for free at the clinic, and still tried to steal painkillers, and he got kicked out. Ungrateful little bastard.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kinda sorry to see them go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Something you need?
I've got a few questions for you.
Sure, fire away.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs. The Blue Suns knew better than to mess with Professor Solus, but the Vorcha, I'm not so sure about them. I hope we can hold out here until the quarantine ends. Our supplies are already getting low. No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Done.
Hostiles are cleared!
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get. Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden. Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick. I didn't realize how good things were in the district before the quarantine. Never thought I'd miss the Blue Suns. I didn't think this clinic would be crawling with so many of your kind. I would have thought twice about coming here. On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else. This is probably the safest place in the district right now. We intend to keep it that way. The professor's got a few surprises cooked up in case the Vorcha decide to attack the clinic. This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
Morden saved my life. I owe him everything. Morden says you humans aren't to blame for the plague. But why aren't your kind getting sick? Not all humans are bad. The volunteers here have been very good to me. Morden saved my life. I owe him everything.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use Malanarin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in vegetarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Malanarin and butemerol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not Heplicor? Too unstable. Inconsistent results. Demazine better option. No. Demazine toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
How are they communicating over long distance like that? Were they communicating through some kind of intercom? Or maybe a lavalier microphone?
This might be useful.
There are more patients beyond this glass.
Professor Morton Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees, no mercenary uniform, quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague? Investigating possible use as bioweapon? No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns? Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes, but who? Someone important, valuable, someone with secrets, someone like me. Me, looking for me. Why? Who are you? What do you want?
Do you ever pause for breath?
Sorry, I'll try to slow down. No. Can't do it. No time. Who are you?
I'm Commander Shepard, and I'm involved in a critical mission. I need you to come with me.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
It's a covert and privately funded human group.
Related to plague. Doesn't affect humans. Human-centric interest. Few human groups would know me. Equipment suggests military origin. Not Alliance standard. Spectres. Not human. Terra firma too unstable. Only one option. Cerberus sent you. Unexpected.
Okay, wait. Jacob is wearing a uniform with Cerberus insignia. The same insignia plastered all over the wall and windows of Cerberus facilities where Shepard first wake up, and in another facility where Shepard communicated with the elusive man. That's how Raza was able to recognize Cerberus. And Jacob is here with me right now. This Mordin should have been able to identify just by looking at Jacob's uniform. Didn't need to do all that deduction.
You're very well informed. How did a Solarian scientist hear about Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Solarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
Just once, I'd like to ask someone for help and hear them say, sure, let's go, right now, no strings attached.
Life is a negotiation. We all want. We all give to get what we want.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
Okay, so the Vorcha are trying to suffocate. That means the Vorcha doesn't need to breathe. And there were some Krogans alongside the Vorcha. So that means the Krogan also don't need to breathe like Vorcha?
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
Makes sense as control group? I don't understand.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
Why does Morden suspect the Vorcha working for collectors? What are the evidence that points to that possibility?
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go, too dangerous. Patients here need him, snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Well, Morden did say Collectors is one of the few that possess the technology to be able to create this plague. But why does Morden specifically suspect the Collectors and not the other groups? He said one of the few, meaning there are other group or species that are capable of manufacturing this plague. So why does Morden choose to suspect the Collectors? Maybe, I don't know, maybe he had experience in encountering Collectors' technology, and maybe he saw the signatures in the plague that coincides with the Collectors' technology.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work for Solarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Solarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected. Warned him not to. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Yes, good. Restore power. Release cure. We'll be here when you return.